Before you go on your listing appointment, you've got to make a call and get as much information as possible, because you don't want to leave it up to chance, and you want to make sure that you ask the right questions so that you get the listing, or you have the best shot at getting the listing. So this is what I do before I go on a listing appointment. It makes me sound more professional, our team sound more professional. There are a list of questions you need to ask to make sure that you get through. You can ask most of these. I would suggest that you do. You can ask some of these. The point is, this needs to be done as soon as you know you have that listing appointment. I'm Tristan. This is your Daily Real Estate. It's a podcast. It's a show. Pre-listing question number one. Now, they're in a specific order. You can rearrange them all you want, but just listen in first before you change them out, okay? This takes about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how much you talk in between, how many questions they have. Question number one, I just want to get your full name. No, Mrs. Seller, Mr. Seller, I just want to get your full names. Can you get that for me? And if you're wondering how to get this call going, it's really easy. When you set up the appointment, say, before I show up, Mrs. Seller, before I show up, Mr. Seller, I'd like to take about 10 minutes just to go over some questions so that I'm better prepared, so that I can show you what we're going to do and how this all works. Is that okay? We jump on a call? Yeah, definitely. That's how easy this is. So now you're on the call. Hi, Joe, thanks for doing this. Or hey, Joanne, thanks for doing this. Listen, I've got a set of some questions. Let's jump right into them. Full name, please. What is it? For you, for your wife, or for you, for your husband, right? Whichever route you want to go. Number two, what's the correct property address? I know I have it here, I see it, but what do you typically put on those things that you mail out? Because sometimes it's a little bit different. What's the correct property address? And is this your only address? Do you get mail somewhere else? Should I be using a different address? Sometimes you'd be surprised. Sometimes they have 2 or 3 or even 4, and they prefer one over the other. Number 3, owners, decision makers. Can we go over who are the actual owners of this property? Is it just you two? Is it just you? How does this look? Is this on a trust? Who's the executor? And are there 4 people? Are there 5 people? What does this look like? You'd be surprised on that one too. I've been surprised. Number 4. All right. What is the best way to get in contact with you typically? Is a home phone, right? Is a cell phone, email? Do you prefer me sending you things through fax if you still have a fax? What's best for you? And let me get that information too, so I have it. Just in case I can't get a hold of you by phone, I've got your email, and maybe you have a different phone number as well, just in case. That's number 4. Number 5, Joanne, tell me, why are you selling? I know we went a little bit over it, but tell it to me one more time so I can take some notes. Why are you selling? And then you just listen. Now, if it's a corporate move, I have here on this doc, if you need it, just message me and I'll send this over. If it's a corporate move, is your company helping you with the move? Sometimes in our area, we have a lot of corporate moves, and the companies typically help there. Are you selling? And if it's a corporation, are they helping you? Number 6, when do you need to move by? Is there a specific date, or are you just going to put it up on the market and then make plans after? What should we shoot for? Because that shows urgency, right? Number 7, could you describe your house for me? Now, before I go and see it, I'd like to know, how many beds, how many baths, square footage, what's the style? Have you remodeled anything? What's the lot size according to what you know? Pool? Give me all the details. And then just take note, because when you go there, there may be an addition that's not in anywhere else. And you're like, oh, is that legal? Is that not? Where are the permits? That's important. Number 8, how long have you owned it? How long have you been here? Joanne, how long have you been in this home? Number 9, what sold you on your home when you bought it? One of my favorite questions. They're going to say, well, this sold me this and that. Well, do you have any favorite features of the home, Joanne? Something that you're going to love, something that you're going to miss, something that you love. Number 10, have you done any updating to the home since you bought it? Did you remodel the windows, the roof, anything? Number 11, if you were to stay in the home for another 5 years, is there anything you would do to it? This one I love, because I can go back to this one when we're going to the price and just say, hey, remember that thing that you wanted to remodel? The buyers are going to see it, and they're going to wish that was fixed. So we should adjust for that. One of the best questions here, hands down. Number 12, for a moment, pretend to be a buyer and look at your home through what we call buyer's eyes. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate its condition? Obviously, poor being 1, 10 being amazing. What does this look like? And why? Tell me. Why'd you rate it an 8? Why'd you rate it a 9? Why is this perfect? If you just told me that if you were going to stay here, you would remodel or add something, this is why they're sequential here. Number 13, what would it take for your house to be a 10 if they answered 8, if they answered 9, if they answered 7. If they answered a 1, there's a lot there. And they could be very realistic. They know that it's falling apart. Number 14, what are you going to be asking for your home? Have you thought of a price? Have you looked on Zillow? Have you looked on Redfin? Have you had it appraised? Have you had it refinanced? What did they say? Because sometimes they're a little different. Number 15, do you own your property free and clear? Do you owe anything to the bank? If you do, how much? What's the balance? Only because sometimes what you see, almost all the time, what you see online is different than what the actual balance is if they owe money. Number 16, are there any liens, tax issues, or title concerns we should be aware of? I'm going to pull up a prelim. I'm going to tell them a preliminary title report and see if there's anything there. But before I do that, are there any liens, tax issues, or anything we should be worried about? We should know ahead of time. Number 17 is there anyone else on the deed who needs to approve the sale? I asked twice because you remember at the very top when I asked who are the owners or decision makers, right? Now I'm coming back and I'm asking here because it's really important. It happened to me one time and that was the last time it happened. Even though I asked, we found out later that there was somebody else on the deed, which almost lost that deal. All right, what else we got here? Are you currently in a dispute or a legal matter related to the property, like insurance or anything like that? Number 19, what are the 3 things you're looking for in a real estate agent? What are they? What are the important things? Because when they answer them, I can be even more prepared when I show up, right? Number 20, are you getting any other professional opinions on selling your home? And I know some people say, well, I don't want to ask that because then the next question, Tristan, will be, well, should I? I didn't think about that. Should I? And sometimes I've gotten that. And it's a question because it leads up to the next question. It's an important question because then the next question is, do you have any appointments set up? If you have. And could you please provide me their names and numbers and times you're meeting? That's it. I know what you're thinking. It's like, whoa, that's a little upfront there. I'm not going to get an answer. You usually do. So here's what happens because we do this one all the time. Are you getting any other professional opinions on selling your home? No, Tristan, I hadn't thought about that. Should I? Listen, no, I always ask that question just in case so that we're better prepared for whoever we're going up against. But in this case, you've already got me. I'm going to be presenting exactly like if we were in competition. So don't worry about that, Joanne. Easy. Now, are you getting any other professional opinions on selling your home? And they're like, yeah, we are. We've got 2 other people lined up. Oh, great. Those appointments are all set? Yeah. Listen, we got them all set up. Great, Joanne. Could you provide me their names and times? This way I can make sure I show up at the right time. And I know who our competition is. This way I can show you exactly how we're different. And that's it. And just shut up and listen. Most of the time they give it to them. Sometimes they're reserved and they say, well, I'd rather not tell you who they are. Right? And then there's no hold up. Say, okay, no problem. Next question, number 21. Have you considered going for sale by owner? We get most people say no, not at all. Oh yeah, we thought about it, but it was too complicated. And then very rarely we get, should I? Right? Obviously the answer is no. We're going to be able to sell it for more money because of our marketing, because of our reach. It's a normal question. You have to be prepared for that answer. Number 22, have you sold a property before? Is this your first time selling? Number 23, is there anything else I should know about your home? Anything you can think of. And how do I get access to the property if you're out of town, if you're going on vacation, if an emergency happens? How do I get access? Is it that key that you're going to give me? Should I do it a different way? Right? I don't know. I know it's a weird question, but we have it in there. 24, do you have a moving company arranged or would you like recommendations? Number 25, do you have a backup plan if your property doesn't sell within your desired time? That's important too. You'll hear their backup. 26, do you have any questions for me? 27, this is for you. Explain what happens next. What happens next? Great. Thank you so much. I'll see you in 2 days, right? I'm going to send you a pre-listing packet. This is what you should expect, whatever it's going to be. Anyway, that's the breakdown. 27. You can pick and choose which ones you want. You don't have to use them all. If you are going to get this document from me, message me on Instagram. It's highlighted. I got about 10 of these highlighted because I thought those were the ones that you shouldn't skip, because I know some of you will skip these questions only because those are really important. So if you do need this, message me on Instagram. I'll send it over. Do me a favor. If you think somebody else needs this, send this to them.